we're going to give you more chance to earn more points, knights and maidens. So I thought before we go to our new sacred word, old word, that I would review the past 2 Bible verses. So let's start with the first day's Bible verse. All right, you ready? We're going to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God. That's your Ephesians 6, 10 through 11 verse. That's our verse that everything else is coming from, about putting on our armor. The next one that we learned yesterday is, stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth. And that one's from Ephesians 6, 14. And today, we are actually doing Ephesians 6, 14 through 15. And it talks about the breastplate of righteousness. Now, the breastplate of righteousness is already on our Knight Gabriel. You see it there? Why would you wear that? We don't go around wearing breastplates of righteousness, do we? Well, we should. The breastplate is to protect the knight if they are attacked with a sword, or maybe...
But it can still go through it.
Sometimes, yeah, there's a lot of technical things to these breastplates, but we would hope that it protects. Now, another big word, it's kind of one of those ancient words that maybe you don't hear all the time unless you go to church, is righteousness. And probably the easiest way to think of it is right living. Now, we all kind of know that none of us really live right. So the righteousness I want you to put on is the righteousness that comes from Jesus Christ. When he died on the cross for you, he's giving you his own righteousness, because we aren't righteous within ourselves, huh? So so breastplate and righteousness. And then other one in this Bible verse that you're going to hear me say is shod. Now that was a word I even had to look up. And it's basically to put on shoes, but it's really to shoe yourself. So shoe yourself is what we're telling. Shod, can you get those shoes for me? Shod yourself. No, here, we're going to hold them like this so that they can see them real well. They're going to see the great knight come out completely dressed by the end of all this. He's coming. Here, just can you, right there. All right. So, you're going to shod yourself with the gospel, that means good news, of peace. All right? And this peace, like my husband likes to say, is not peace for after the storm, but it's the peace for the storm. That's what makes the peace that's from God different. It's the peace for the storm. So you ready to practice our Bible verse today? All right. You ready, Gabriel? I don't know if you can do motions. I just want you to stand there with the different items to help people remember what we are doing.
Once we talk about them, I'll raise.
Okay, you can put them down. If you want to put them down, that's fine.
Once we talk about them, I point out what it is.
Okay, great idea. All right. So we don't have a lot of motions for these. You're just going to have to imagine this stuff on you. All right. Having put on the breastplate of righteousness. Righteousness, this is our good living. Having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod, we're going to put your shoes on, shod your feet with the gospel of peace. All right? So can you remember that? Can you say it with me, please? Knight Gabriel? All right, ready? Having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the gospel of peace. And where do we find that? Well, that's also in Ephesians. These verses are all together. That's Ephesians 14 through 15. So let's say it one more time, and then we're going to do only the motions, and I want you at home saying it. All right? Having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the gospel of peace. All right, now we're going to do just the motions. You ready? We'll see you tomorrow.